So on the last part, we designed the results or the search page. Now on this part, we're going to design the trailer pop-up. So in the final app, when you search for a movie and you click the trailer button, you'll get this pop-up which has the embedded trailer of the movie and also down here, the movie title. And that is what we are going to create on this part. So what I'll do in here is that I'll just go to the Bootstrap page, and in here I'll search for Modal. In here, click this one and then scroll down if you want to check the whole documentation. If not, then I'll just scroll down and find an example. So for example, you have this one in here, which is a live demo, and if you click this one, you'll see that you have the model title up here, you have a description down here, and then 2 buttons. Now, if you want, you can search for another example, or you can just get this one and simply modify it so it doesn't have the title up here, but it has it down here, and also doesn't have the buttons. Close this pop-up, and if you want, you can just click in here. This is another example, and you have a lot of examples. I'll just copy the first one because that's the simplest version. I'll copy, go back to the app, and then in here I'll go to the HTML file. I'll just paste it down here just so I can analyze it. And you can see that you have the button. The button in here has the data.bs toggle set to model, and then data.bs target set to an ID. And you can see that the ID of the button, so the target ID in the button, is the ID of the model div. And for the model div, you can see in here that the div has a class model and also the fade, which is just for the background to be in a different color. Then you have the ID, you have the tab index -1, which is an important property for this div to be a pop-up. Since I have the button up here, I'm just going to copy the data.bs toggle and data.bs target. So Ctrl C and then paste it in here. I will also paste it on the trailer button above. And it's not important for now, they'll just be targeting the same ID. And then I'll just remove this button from here. I'll just save the changes and then I'll just go to the app just to see that the model is being opened. Here on the app, I'll just click the trailer button. The model is being opened. And if I click the other one, the same way, I have a result. So let us go back to the code. Now in here, I'll first remove the title. I'll just remove the H1 from here. And then in the model body, I'll have the iframe. I'll just search in my solution for an existing iframe because I've used it in the details component. And then I'll just copy this iframe, Ctrl C, bring it to the search.component.html. Then scroll down in here on the model footer. I'm just going to remove the buttons and instead I'll just display the movie title. So I'm just using interpolation to get the movie title from the TypeScript class, which is this value in here. Now let us save the changes and let us just go back to the app. In here now I'll just click the trailer button. You'll see that we have the X button up here, which if you want you can just remove it completely. But we also have an overflow of the iframe. Now since the iframe does have a static width, we have set the width for the iframe, we can do 2 things in here. We can either remove the static width or we can just change the pop-up to have the same width as the iframe. So let us just go back to Visual Studio Code. In here I'm going to first fix the formatting problem, and then I'll just remove the width in here from a static value to just be 100%. So I'll set the height and then I'll have the 100% of the pop-up or the model body. And now in here, since this Bootstrap class didn't work, what we can do is that we can try another one. So I'll just remove the text center and instead I'll use the justify and then content and then center. And then in here, I'll also make the movie title to be bold. So I'll just add the B tag copy this value and paste it in here. Then I'll save all the changes and go back to the app. So in here now, I'll just click the trailer button, and you can see that the movie or the iframe is centralized, and also the movie title is in bold and centralized.